qabr and the warning of the grave is that the game is over, your movement around is finished, and now you enter into the abode. This is a bed that you made in life, now you have to live with it. Those who deny, it doesn't make any sense to deny it. It's not Allah punishing anyone, it's what we brought into the grave that has to be resolved. Allah said, I didn't bring those into there, I didn't make you to do these things, I didn't have these awful characteristics that you brought all of this difficulty into this grave. And you know that you don't have to even be religious to know that you're gonna die. Everyone's gonna die, there has never been anyone who didn't die. So you don't have to be religious to understand you're going to die, and you're going to take into that box and into that qabr. When they throw the dirt over your box, you're bringing yourself into that box, and everything about yourself, your character, what you've done will all be in that box. It's glad tidings for those who studied with the shaykh about energy, because every action you do produces an energy. If it's good, it's like a beatific energy. If it's bad, it produces a very bad and negative energy. When they enter into that box, that energy will begin to manifest. So the shaykhs in their seclusion with their whole lifelong of practices and whatever they did all their life, Allah made all their bad energies now begin to manifest. So all the cockroaches, all the rats, everything, every energy will come out, Allah will give it its shape, and every energy from the reality of what it is. If you're a person that is always attacking with your mouth, you're like a snake or like a scorpion, because everything you do is always harmful. You're like a wasp always attacking. So then imagine that energy will manifest as a creature that is attacking. But unfortunately it's not anymore attacking other people because it's in your box attacking you. If you continuously want to tell on people, give away people, do all these types of characteristics like a rat, and then all these rats will begin to come out of you, Allah make them to manifest into what they really are of these creatures. And it's nothing to blame from the Divine, these are what we brought into this box. And those whom attack and were violent, imagine the horrific creatures that those are. That they actually not only were bad character people but they attacked, they harmed, they cheated, they stole, they did every type of abuse, every type of horrific thing. All those energies are going to be horrific creatures in which they come now and look at you in the box and begin to attack. So this is the reality of the qabr. This is the reality of what's going to happen, and the shaykhs witness that, they go through all of that difficulty. We said many times you can look on the videos on seclusion, and then the shaykh describes the events of seclusion, 1, 2, 3 seclusions, and each one at different states. But the first the first 40 days of seclusion that has been ordered upon people is the seclusion of the grave, and that everybody has to go through that grave. Allah's grace and ni'mat is that He put the shaykhs through that in their dunya, because they reached towards maut qabla al-maut. They died before they died, and they actually witnessed their grave before they witnessed their grave. And the responsibility was then to fight those characteristics. One, to witness, so that when they teach like their hand. There's not a philosophy, they don't do any guessing, they don't do any lying, and they don't read from somebody else's book about the grave. They saw their own grave. They cried and they screamed in their seclusion, and they signed up for something maybe they didn't even know they signed up for. Especially if they don't have a family of shaykhs teaching them who and what's going to happen. We ordered to go in and we had no idea, we thought it was going to be sort of beatific and amazing, and it was horrific and you wanted to run. So it's something that you can't even imagine, and if you didn't expect something like that, then you understand immensely how important it is to teach other people. Don't run from the grave, you can't imagine what's waiting for you. That's why Allah says, then the turuqs and awliya and the path of awliya is they've seen it and they're here to warn people because they really experienced to the degree Allah allowed them, because the full experience nobody could survive. Allah granted the rahmah of experiencing it in a condition of a khalwa so that when it was intense they could stop